Christmas sweater. What up, guys? How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm excited today about my topic. I even put together a PowerPoint presentation for you guys to really help you take the most away from it. But listen, this is probably my favorite topic to cover when it comes to the end of a year during the holidays and getting into the new year. The new year 2023. Crazy. 2022, we got 1 week left. Santa Claus is coming to town. My boys are out there in the other room singing that now, so go figure. All right, so we're gonna jump right in. So if you're in a place where you're able to take some notes, I highly encourage you to do that. If there's any video you watch, and obviously I appreciate you guys jumping on. This is our recording of the YouTube channel, the Clear channel. And if you're in a place to take notes, this is the one you want to take notes on. And listen, it's not for me. It's for you in your life, in what you want to accomplish. So I'm going to pull up my little PowerPoint I got going on here. We're going to jump in because we got a lot to cover. And like I said, I'm pumped to share all this information with you guys. So let's get things rocking. 2023, it is your year. Will hit all of your goals in 2023. Now, I don't know if you know this guy named Michael Jordan, for you guys that are Chicago Bulls fans, but he got cut from his high school basketball team because somebody told him he wasn't good enough. I'm sure there's some of you that have heard that saying, you're not good enough. You don't deserve it. You're not from that. You didn't go to that school. You didn't have that education. You don't know. You're too young. You're from this area. You're this an ethnicity. You're this age. Blah blah blah. All the bullshit that people tell you that is just simply not true. But all I know for me in my life, very similar to Michael Jordan, is I never wanted to be average. I never wanted to be average. So if you haven't done this already, thank you so much for joining the Clear channel. We are over 1,000 subscribers. Super proud of that. These are all organic, me asking people to join the channel. And I've gotten a ton of feedback this year about how different videos have helped people grow personally, help people grow professionally. And listen, my mission and our mission in general is to help change the world one leader at a time. And I know by the videos and by what we do for a business that we are doing that. And I'm super proud of that. Now, when it comes to goals, what do you want? When it comes to your dreams, what do you really want? Or are you just full of shit? Are you just a big talker? Somebody that, just says a lot of things and you don't take any action. You're not the doer. Well, I don't believe that we don't have that. I believe we have doers. I believe we have people, not just an organization, but people on this YouTube channel that jump on that they want to get ahead. They have things to accomplish. And so my goal today is to give you 5 steps of how to hit your goals in 2023. So the first tip I have for you is make a vision board. I coincidentally have both of my vision boards right here. This is 2021's vision board, and this is 2022's vision board. And it's a compilation of pictures, of sayings. One of the things on 2022 is that I had to heal myself. My wife and I are stronger together. Cosmic connection, we're unstoppable. You got pictures of her with the kids. It's a lifestyle, real life superhero. I'm building my story. Running changes everything. I even have my World Cup thing on here. Live through greatness. For all you guys that are Messi fans, there he is right there. Is that crazy? I don't know. But listen, the vision board is a huge, huge thing. Pictures, saying, drawings. You know, they say that today's CEOs, today's leaders are really CVOs. What is a CVO if you never heard of that? A CEO is a chief executive officer. And you're all CEOs of your life, whether you know it or not. A CVO is a chief visionary officer. You have to create a vision for yourself. You have to create a vision of where you're going. You have to create a vision of what you want. And so, like I said, I'm going to give you guys 5 tips. And this is stuff I would take notes on if you're not taking them yet. 5 things to do to hit your goals, guaranteed to hit your goals in 2023. Number 1 is creating the vision board. It'll take you a few hours, maybe it take you, not as long, but I do it normally during the holiday season, get a bunch of magazines, I cut out things, and then I just get a poster board and I start putting things on the poster board. I start using tape and glue, and I get it going. So number 1 is create a vision board. Number 2 is learn about strategic planning. And I'm going to cover that today. I'm going to go over a lot of the strategic planning. Number 3 is take time to put together your strategic plan. Number 4 is follow the plan. And number 5 is hire a coach to help push you and help you get ahead. Someone who's going to hold you accountable. I'll tell you, I got a personal trainer. My buddy Lupe is on today. And we have a trainer we work out with twice a week. And it's very interesting how a trainer kind of teaches the fundamentals and the right way to work out. He also tracks our performance week over week, workout over workout. And he's helping to take us from, stability to strength. And interesting enough, in the last 60 days, my knee has been a little crazy because I, tore my meniscus a couple months ago. But today was the first day that I actually got back on the treadmill and I was able to do intervals on the treadmill again, where I would jog and I would sprint. I would jog and I would sprint. And I did it without any pain. And so it's very interesting because he knew that as I've been working out with him, and he's given me different exercises to strengthen my knee. So hire a coach is almost as important, if not more important, than the strategic plan. All right. So you may not know this, but science says only 8% of people actually hit their goals. 8 out of 100. So if you have 100 people in a room, 100 people in the airport, 8 of them. So I would encourage you to be among those 8 and to do things that'll help you get there. So like I said, a vision board. This was an older vision board I had. I did it on the computer. And it's essentially, what is a vision board? It's who do you want to become? What kind of values do you have? What kind of things get you fired up to wake up in the morning? And, today it's a kind of a snowy day in Detroit. I was out of the house at 7:30 and off to the gym. I get to the gym, and some of you guys may saw it in my post, but, the parking lot's thin. Not a lot of people at the gym this morning. Because when things aren't convenient, most people aren't committed. Most people fall by the wayside. And to me, those are the times that I get more and more committed. So who do you want to become? And create that vision board. What is a vision? So number 2 is in a strategic plan, you got to create a vision of what you want. And it essentially serves as a compass. It serves as a shining light of who you are with specific metrics of who you want to become. And so I'm going to give you some examples of a vision statement on a strategic plan. And the way it works is the vision statement is the bold statement at the top of what you want to accomplish. And then below it, like a house, you're going to have different pillars and different action items that are going to strengthen that house and help you achieve that goal. So to give you some examples of some vision statements. So this was one of my recent vision statements. My 2023 vision is to raise my standards and grow in the most important areas of my life through intentional execution of my health and mindset, with my marriage and fatherhood, and with my career. Again, that was personal to me. That was my vision statement this past year. And then there's other ones that some people may have. So a strategic plan somebody gave me last year, this was their vision statement. They're dedicated to seeking and developing and empowering young entrepreneurs to grow into the leaders of tomorrow. No, I'm sorry, that was their mission statement. Their vision statement is to allow individuals to achieve their full potential within a company that in turn leads them to have sufficient financial resources to not only provide themselves for themselves, but also their families. It could be as basic as, hey, you're young in our organization and you want to get into a management position. So my vision statement is, hey, I want to learn all the fundamentals of sales, of leadership, of personal growth, to then learn how to develop and manage a team of people to hit my metrics for assistant management or for a management promotion, right? It could be lots of different things, but the key is having a compelling vision statement and putting it on paper. Now, my hope is for anyone that's going to rewatch the YouTube channel, this is a time to take a pause and pause the YouTube channel and take time to write down the vision statement, to think through the vision statement and really get it put together. And again, number 5 is hiring a coach, sending it to a coach, sending it to someone that you respect. Say, hey, this is my vision of 2023. This is what I was thinking. You know me, you don't know me. I want to get your guidance. Maybe you have a certain amount of success in your life and in your business. I want to get feedback from you. I want to know what you think about this vision statement. Should I change it based on what you know about me? And tell you, obviously, if you hire somebody, then do that. Get them, share with them, where you want to go. But if it's someone that knows you already, they'd be able to kind of put it all together and help you out. But a vision is huge. And then when it comes to the vision, there's going to be pillars or strategic initiatives. So you got this vision, you in 2023, let's use the example, you want to get promoted to a management position in your career. You want to make an impact in your family. You want to grow, you want to start a new business. You want to, you want to accomplish more than you did this past year. Now, there's going to be pillars. There's going to be initiatives that hold up your vision. So I pulled out an example of someone that was in a school district, and this was their strategic plan over a couple years. Their plan included commitment. Pillar number 1 was career, college, and life-ready graduates. Pillar 2 was students, social, and emotional wellness. Pillar 3 was talented workforce. Pillar 4 was parenting and community partnerships. And number 5 was just the operations of the school and their initiatives. So again, there's like, what are the specific things? What are the initiatives that you need to take to accomplish your vision, right? So, and the key is putting it together. So again, as an example, an initiative could be, if one of your goals is to get promoted to a management position, if one of your goals is to grow in your career or grow in your relationships, and that's a part of your vision, a initiative could be personal development. So this initiative in personal development is very similar to pillar number 1 and personal development. And then when you think of the initiative, all right, then you take it a step deeper. And in personal development, what do I actually have to do when I grow myself, when I'm developing myself? I need to read a book once a month. Okay, that's a good action plan that aligns with the personal development, that aligns with your vision, right? So I read a book once a month. Attend a leadership seminar once per quarter. Remove unmotivated people from my life. Remove people that are not helping me get ahead. That's a developmental opportunity, right? And then when you read a book once a month, you can take it even deeper and then have it's like an agenda in a way, where you got initiative number 1 is personal development. And then letter A below it is reading a book once a month. And then below that, you can do, subject line, you're reading a book. All right, teaching 2 people about the leadership book, asking my manager to run a leadership training in the office about the book that I'm reading, taking the initiative to, hand over and give it to someone on my team, right? So they say teaching is learning twice. So when you take these initiatives, you take these plans, it will help you move towards your vision. If you're in a place, again, where you're taking notes and you're going to rewatch this YouTube channel because you want to get ahead, you want to be guaranteed to hit your goals in 2023, this is another time to pause, where, again, you create the vision, you should have paused and think it through, get feedback. The next thing is you put together these initiatives, and you should write down 4, 5, 8 of these initiatives, and then narrow it down to what are the four most important ones. So what are the 4 most important initiatives that are going to guarantee me to hit my goals in the new year? And then you take it a step deeper to come through with the action items of these initiatives. And then once you got the initiatives down, you start planning your attack. Hardest part is done. You plan your attack and you attack your plan. Now, the interesting thing is, for all of you guys that work in my office and in the office here in Detroit, January 2nd, I hire a bouncer to stand at the front door. And the bouncer literally will not let you into our office unless you type out your initiatives, unless you type out your goals for the new year and put it together, the vision statement, put together the initiatives, put together the action items. And you got to physically hand a piece of paper to the bouncer, or they will not let you in the office. I literally send you home for the day. That's how important I think it is setting goals. I'm looking for people who want to get to the next level for themselves, that want to get ahead. And when I tell you, it is not for me, it is for you. And so this bouncer is, it's funny, I've hired him for the last couple of years. And he's the meanest mother effer you've ever seen. It's like the bouncer at the club where you're like standing there with all your friends. You're like scared to hand your ID to them. He's like, he's mean, super mean, super big too. So super, super important. I'm going to go over it in our morning announcements to remind everybody. And super important. If you want to send your goals to me, you want to send your initiatives, you want to send your strategic plan to me ahead of time, anyone on the call, anyone that's on the YouTube channel, you can email it directly to me. It's just my first name, Ken Lear, @me.com. Email me ahead of time. Email me. I don't care. I get my emails every morning. I don't care what day it is. And I will give you feedback on your goals. I will give you feedback on what you accomplish and want to accomplish. But remember, this is for you. The hardest part is done. Once you put together the initiatives, once you put together the vision board, now you have to stick to that plan. And again, plan your attack and attack your plan. By the way, these pictures I'm showing you guys, if you're looking at the screen, these are pictures from Qatar, from the World Cup. That's actually a hotel on the beach in Qatar that we spent a day at when we were seeing some soccer games over there. Now, number 5, hiring a coach. Getting feedback, getting perspective, making adjustments. The key to remember when you put together this strategic plan, and this is something that literally, if you go get your MBA at the Wharton School of Business, or you go to, to the Fuqua School of Business at Duke, wherever, this is literally a class. This is literally an MBA course that they go over how to write a business plan, how to write strategic initiatives, how to put it all together, and then how to execute. But without a coach, it'll be very, very hard to accomplish what you want to accomplish. It's so often, they say majority of entrepreneurs go out of business their first year. It's 90-some% go out of business in their first year. Majority of people that make it beyond a year go out of business within 3 or 5 years. And the reason is oftentimes people are starting something they've never done before. They don't have anyone they can go to for guidance. They don't have anyone to walk them through things. You start a burger joint, you start a place, you want to have some, burgers, you go over to McDonald's and you say, hey, McDonald's, can I get your formula? Now, I don't want to spend the 1.5 million on the formula because that's what it costs, $1 million to 2 million, depending on where you live, to buy into McDonald's. I don't have the capital to do that, and people want to be, run a burger joint. Do you mind if I get your formula to make magic in my burger joint? They're gonna say no. They're not gonna help you. That's why companies go out of business. They're starting things that people don't know how to do. So I highly encourage you to get someone in your corner that's not going to be, oh yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, you're perfect. Oh yeah, no, someone is going to challenge you. Someone's going to force you to make changes. Someone's going to give you a jab every once in a while and they wake you up, right? Someone who's going to be indifferent to know that you're going to make the choices to be great or not be great, but they're here to love and support you either way, right? When you look at this initiative, and again, I look at mine monthly, quarterly, yearly, and I'm constantly thinking about how to hit my goals and hit my initiatives. So when I go through and I put together my new plan of attack for the new year, I'm gonna again look at it. I already do it, like I said, quarterly in my planner, but I'm gonna look at it and see what I did and see what I didn't do, and readjust it for the new year. But such an amazing time, at the end of the year to get focused and to, listen, to take time to reflect. Man, what a great time to reflect about what you've done this year. And listen, you're going to reflect, and I know I am. There's going to be things you've done this year you're really proud of, that you are like, man, I can't believe I made those moves and it worked out. And then there's going to be times that you're going to think about, what the was I thinking? What was I doing? And you're going to think about, hey, it may not have been my best decision making. It may not have worked out the way I wanted to. And listen, those lessons are just as important as the ones when they do work out. So again, reflect on the past, and make the future even better. So listen, life is too short. Life is too short. You got to get after it. You can do it. You can do it. It's not just for you. Excuse me, it's for others. Remember, as you accomplish things in your life, there are people close to you that may not be accomplishing things, that they will be inspired because of the initiative and the things you do. And I think that's incredible power. That's the, they say the cliche of making the world a better place. I believe through leaders making great choices and leaders doing the right things, they help people. Now, listen, my biggest responsibility, in my opinion, in my life, my number one and most important, is being a good dad and a great husband. I know that my boys are watching me. I know that they're looking every day at what I do. It's a huge responsibility. And then as others, I look at my second most important is the people I lead and the people I take care of in my family and the people I coach. So I know my example is going to help people do right things, or it's going to lead them, astray. And I take that responsibility. A positive influence, in my opinion, is one of the most important things that someone can have. And I encourage you to take action. Transformation occurs when action meets information. There is a ton of people this year that I've talked to that I shared a ton of information with. I shared a ton of perspective with, and they've stayed in the same spot. They haven't grown. They haven't gotten ahead. And listen, I have no judgment on others. I've been through some of that. I've been through the times of, wanting to get ahead and wanting to do more, but I never took the action. So I know what it's like. I know, and people have to live their own life. They have to have their own journeys, right? And it's interesting because I love and respect everyone I work with, but I'm not subjugated. My life doesn't change when other people don't do the things they should be doing. it doesn't affect me at all because I own my power. I own myself. I own who I am, right? Other people, when they start doing that themselves, they start they start transforming their lives. They start taking more action. They start doing more things to help them move forward. And I'll tell you, this is one of my most important things I think about all the time. And for those of you guys and gals that have unfortunately, I can relate to, in that I've lost people very close to me, I think about this saying all the time. This is not a dress rehearsal. You have one life to live, and in my opinion, you should live it to its fullest on your terms and what you want. Now, the thing that's interesting about life and business is, in my opinion, you have to have control. You have to make decisions. You have to be in a place or in an opportunity where your decisions actually can control how it goes. And interestingly enough, the business that I'm in, the business seems like a lot of you guys are in, it depends on who's on today or who's going to watch the channel, is that's the type of opportunity we have. Whether someone's in their first week, their second week, their first month, people control what they make. They control their income. And so for people on this call, that's $2,000 to $3,000 a week in income. Pretty much every week. It's 100. One of our top performers on the retail program that I'm on is literally going to make 150 or 160,000 this year in the field. Average reps make between 50 and 60. So why is somebody average and why does somebody do 3 times that? Well, it just goes back to the Michael Jordan saying. For me, and maybe for some of you, and I know it's for a lot of you, you never wanted to be average. You wanted to be in control. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Again, in our office, we're going to give out a handout on Monday in the office to help with this whole strategic plan. But we're going to be typing it out and turning it in when you walk in on January 2nd. And I am super serious about saying, hey, you don't have it? No worries. Take today to do it. It's for your life that I take this. So happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for jumping on. We'll talk to you soon.